everyone, good to see you again. It's been great being with you in class this semester, and I hope that everyone has enjoyed it as much as I have, but on to the assignment. 3 things that surprised me from the reading. First off, in chapter 12, I was surprised in the conversation on friendships in later adulthood that these folks in later adulthood were interested and sought out friendships with younger people. When I first read it, I thought that was surprising because I wouldn't think that these two people would have much in common, somebody being older and somebody being younger. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought that perhaps the folks who are in late adulthood might seek out these friendships with younger people, maybe to help them continue to feel younger, maybe to help take their mind off of any sort of illnesses they may have, or the fact that their children are busy and don't have that much time to visit. So that was surprising, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. Secondly, I was surprised in chapter 29 where they talked about the extradyadic relationships and how men and women may address those things differently. It was mentioned in chapter 29 that men find sexual infidelity most distressing, as they also assume that if there is sexual infidelity, there's also emotional infidelity, whereas they don't consider the opposite to be true. If there was emotional infidelity, they don't necessarily think that there was sexual infidelity. Whereas in women, it's exactly the opposite. Women find the emotional infidelity more distressing, as they think that that also means that there was sexual infidelity, versus vice versa, where if there was sexual infidelity, that doesn't necessarily mean that there is emotional infidelity. So that was really surprising to me to see how men and women view that differently and what they think is worse when it comes to extradyadic affairs. Finally, in chapter 31, I was surprised to learn that women tend to take on the more effective emotional role in the demand withdrawal pattern, and men tend to take on the more passive withdrawal role. Honestly, I would have expected that to be exactly the opposite. I would have expected the man to be more the aggressor, the effective one, where the woman withdrew. So that did surprise me and give me some food for thought to look at different relationship interactions, both with friends and family, to see if I actually see that fact in action. 2 things that I learned from my peers during the class. First and foremost, I learned from you guys that an online class does not have to be as bad as I thought it would be. In any other online class that I've taken, it's been challenging because I haven't really felt like I've had that connection with my classmates, and with you guys it's been different. The conversations on the discussion boards have been very lively, and I found myself actually, even when I'm done with my assignments, reading through other people's posts, and they grab my attention and really make me want to respond. And I don't really know that I've had that kind of experience in an online class before, so that's definitely something that you guys were able to teach me through this summer course. Secondly, something else that some of my classmates taught me was that many people are really moving toward the idea of marriage as an archaic concept. I knew that there were some people out there who felt that way, but it seems like quite a few people in the class really felt that way about marriage. And I guess I'd heard it, but seeing it in action really kind of hit home for me that there are quite a few people out there who do really feel that marriage is becoming an archaic concept in society. And 1 communication strategy to improve my relationship with others. I think that this really came to me when we were doing our lie log assignment. As I was reading through all the lies that I told in those 3 days, it occurred to me that a lot of the lies I told, although questionable about whether these exist or not, I think would fall into the altruistic lies category. I would tell people that I couldn't have lunch with them because I had to go run errands, when really I just needed to do homework or study for my exams because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I would tell people I was doing fine when I really wasn't feeling that great because I didn't want to make them worry. And I think the communication strategy that I've taken away from this is that I really need to be honest with other people, and even if I think that my lie is altruistic and it's not hurting anybody, I probably should just tell the truth, because I think when I do those kinds of things, I'm putting added stress on myself, and I'm also not giving the other person the gift of letting them help me if I need it. So I think that if I can give other people that gift and take some of that pressure off of myself, of always having to absorb those feelings of guilt or negativity or whatever it is, then I can be a better friend and family member to others, and I can allow them to be a better friend and family member to me. I'm not really one to like to ask for help or express weakness, so I think that strategy that I've just described would really help me build up on my relationships that I have. So thank you all again. I hope you have a great holiday weekend, and best of luck to all of you as you continue your studies. See you later.